Oh, yeah. Good. All right then. When last we left off, we had a shopping montage, quote unquote. Well, to be fair, you finally got to sleep off the damage you took defending the East Gate, and you met the rightful Duke. Bleeding and half dead, but he gave you an offer that I don't think any rational man would refuse, and has made you all Knights of the Amarant Court. He gave you a buttload of treasure and magical objects as payment to keep you guys around, and basically just told you to go rest. The next morning followed, and you were given a message saying that the Duchess would like to see you at your earliest convenience. But there wasn't any rush on that, so you decided to go on a shopping montage. You met some interesting characters. You were refused service at the Ethereal Waters, though the fault was mostly because it was full of half-dead people. But other than that, it was a pretty interesting half of the day. Now then, as we last left off, I believe you guys were just leaving the Bright Cauldron, correct?
Yeah, we were leaving some place with, I punched a wall and I got electrocuted or something.
Bright Cauldron.
Yeah, that one.
Yep. Yeah, you triggered its defense system, and essentially the guy just told you to get bent and waved you out of the store. And this is about the time when Armax, you show up. You decide to take some laps around the city, and you found them surprisingly easily, as they are both... But as Yanit is tall and Chuck is wide, you basically look for the only square in town. And so, in a moment's notice, you see them below you. You two would also, if you cared to look up, you would also see him swooping around. His garish plumage sticks out even in the daylight sun. What would you guys like to do? Hello?
We don't have we don't have a list of things we're doing, do we?
We're debating.
Yeah. Basically, your time is your own, and the only thing you were told is the Duchess would like to see you at your earliest convenience.
We doing anything? Anybody got any haircut appointments or anything like that? We should probably go see this person.
I mean, do we have to?
No?
Well, she might give us things. Nice things. I like things.
I mean, if there are things involved, maybe there are better things than the last time.
Oh yeah, she might even be willing to offer us stuff.
Stuff is always good.
Good stuff for bettering stuff.
So what are you guys doing?
We're gonna go get stuff and things.
So you're going to go meet with the Duchess, or are you going to try and haggle more shops again?
I mean, those shops didn't have anything we wanted, so no.
That is incredible.
All I wanted was some good, nice, magical gloves for punching, and no, I couldn't have that.
And so you went to a pharmacy asking for weapons, and then you went to a trinket shop asking for weapons.
I just followed around.
Did you go to the dairy and ask for weapons?
Chuck Manley does not ask questions, alright?
Except when he's asking for weapons.
Right.
Chuck Manley just assumes everyone is ready to sell him a weapon.
Clearly, Chuck Manley is from a Final Fantasy game.
Yes. I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll figure that out.
It's definitely a single digit.
Oh no, I was betting 9.
Mm,
It kind of reminds me of Zell from 8.
yeah, but let's boy band.
Can he suplex a train?
Easily.
I mean, well, defending the.
He's from Dirge of Cerberus.
Okay, move. What do you guys want to do? Come on.
Let's go to that place.
To the Duchess or like I don't know if I'm breaking up or you guys just are not saying anything.
Well, we already said we were going to her. Maybe we want stuff and things.
Yeah, she's got things and stuff and items,
All right,
magic items. In
it's
non-ladder based.
you were really out of bent for that with that ladder.
What the fuck am I gonna do with 3 ladders? I am a bird.
All right, well, begrudgingly, you make your way back into the center square and head through the western gate and again climb back up that egregiously tall staircase. Another 10 minutes or so, and you are led up to the front of the castle of Portcullis. And there you have to sort of like give your name and identification, and somebody has to go back, double check, come back. And eventually they do let you in, though they don't take you to where you were before, where you were originally taken to the farther northern side, where they had the Amarant Hall that you got blown up in, and then again to the western wing where you met with the Duke and got paid. You are now sort of brought near the center of it, actually going up a floor, and you are brought into a large circular room. This room is ordained with nice marbles and actually sort of quartz pillars almost. In the center of it, you do see a couple of individuals, some surrounding tables, others looking at maps and charts, and there you do see Duchess Mira. Though when you last saw her in her blood-stained dress, she's now in sort of a formal, elegant-looking armor. Kind of heavy plates here and there, but it's more mobile than you would think any sort of heavy plate should be. But even the slightest movement of her, you can still hear a bit of a clank. I presume you're going to approach her?
I make a gallant entry.
Chuck Manley strides manfully into the room.
Alright. As you all enter in, you are immediately caught off guard by the fact that she turns around and the map she was looking at on the circular table behind her dissipates, almost like a rippling of water away into just this black void. She turns around, leaning back against the table, arms crossed, looks to you and says, "So, you actually did manage to survive. Color me impressed."
I mean, it wasn't all that hard. Like, I'm not understanding why everyone's so surprised.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Horace, it would have been far worse for you all. But regardless,
Who's Horace?
the Aarakocra and the plate armor, the guard who has chastised you since you've gotten here.
Who's that?
It's the main guard you've been always talking to.
Any guards? They're beneath me.
He's not so tough.
He's not so. He's a bird.
Who can
Hollow
fly in
bone.
full plate.
I still don't understand how he
They're
can
hollow
fly with full plate.
It is still a
Yeah,
mystery.
it doesn't make any sense.
As opposed to any magical thing in this world.
So, yeah, a wizard did it. Easy. What's the next brain buster?
Fair point. Well, if it wasn't for the fact that my husband recently had his stitches opened, and you can see her right now, she's staring daggers at you, Chuck. Not actual daggers, but just like peering into your eyes a little bit, and you kind of feel a little recoiled at it.
Really? You don't think he's turned on? Because I'm pretty sure he'd be turned on. Chuck stares lustfully back at whatever's looking at him.
Okay. She then cocks an eyebrow and realizes that, oh. Well, regardless, my husband did not have the opportunity to give you these. And she reaches over to the other, to like solely right behind her on the table, and you see a small chest, and she pulls out what looks like a jewelry box. These should help you protect the city as well as the rest of the Ciri. She clicks it open and presents it for you, and there are 4 small little silver-looking buttons, each in the symbol of a flower. And looking at them, you can see that most of the guards around here do have this same sort of emblem somewhere on their armor. These will identify you as Knights of the Amarant Court. If anyone cares about the court, if anyone cares about our court, these will make them more talkative. Or at least just single you out for our allies. Of course, it does the same for those who despise us, but those are going to be few and far between these days. I presume
Can I arrest people with it?
It is not a badge, I'm afraid. But if you are doing some sort of good, and it's questionable enough, they should keep you out of jail time, at least within our city. The neighboring countrysides, it'll be, well, up to the local jurisdiction. I'd recommend holding on to them well. And she sort of hands it off to whoever's going to take it.
I pin it to my coat of mini badges.
All right. There's one pin for all of you. And
You're not getting this, guys.
oh well.
Are you taking all 5 badges for yourself?
Damn right I am.
4.
Yeah, I'll just here, take them all.
Right. You don't necessarily have to wear them, but they are a nice thing to have. But I'm afraid they come with something else. For you see, we still have quite a bit of public relations we still need to take care of. And as such, we had to facilitate the means of another joining into the Portcullis' university. Although, unfortunately, most of it has now been burned to the ground. But we must continue the research, and we still need to provide valid reports back to Tarim. At least they start bringing their bureaucracy to this damn town. As such, and she just sort of waves over to the left side, and you can see there's actually a very young-looking human girl who just sort of like Lee sees the hand wave and stands up. Liana?
Oh, hold on a second. She's plugging in the mic.
I was... Alright. Well, while she's doing that, Liana, you were
I forgot that my mic, my other mic set is missing the adapter piece.
No. But while it's going on, Liana, you came in on a relatively sooner boat than most of these others. You came in on the largest, the Maximus. And you were actually here during the assault of Portcullis. Though you weren't on any of the lines. You were actually at the dock helping people get onto boats. And even there was even a siege, as aquatic-based life forms were actually trying to... Ow! Okay, I muted her for my end, because you peeked.
I muted her from my end. That was amazing.
My girlfriend heard that in the kitchen.
I'm pretty sure my neighbors heard that.
That was a fucking car alarm here.
That was a car alarm there? making crazy noises.
For the time being, you can just use Zach's mic.
Yeah, just use. Leah's just gonna use my mic while she does things. But I think I know what the issue was. I think the mic was set on always on, so it was detecting itself and it made a loop.
That would do it. Mm.
God, I feel like my ears have been raped.
I'm super sensitive to that stuff too, so my head's kind of my head's sort of shaking a little. But yeah, Leona, I have to get used to saying your actual name. Cephas? You did assist people getting off of Portcullis. Though it wasn't as grandiose as any of the other gates, it was still a trying matter. And with you wanting to continue your own research, you found it best to stick around at least for a while. Your noble efforts got you noticed by the local authority, and you were also given the choice to become a knight of the Amarant Court. Though realizing that you wouldn't possibly do as well alone, they decided to pair you up with a couple of individuals who, well, complement your style. If you want, do you want to give a brief description on how you look like and what you are, as you are now being introduced to these individuals? Liana? Cephas?
Okay. Well, I guess we're still working on some audio problems on this end.
Mhm.
So I guess about my character, she is sort of a scholarly type. Here on an adventure expedition, sort of went south, and I'm gonna try to complete why I came here. I'm not gonna let the deaths of all these people that I care about be in vain. I'm going to finish this, and with the help of the party, I have to do everything for the whole group. So I'm not just studying necromancy anymore. I'm studying everything.
All right. Well. All right. So as this small human sort of comes up and gives her introductions to you, you can see Mira sort of looks at you all and says, "Well, do take care of each other. It's far too difficult of times now. We've just received information that, although I'm tongue-tied. We just received information that Abgor did not just attack Portcullis. The Citadel Slag, the Emerald Glades, the Galapagos, even the Forsaken Isle, all of it. His forces have even begun torching the roads. The geography has just about changed. And on top of that, the bastard's setting up strongholds. This is new. He's never had his seedlings dig in like this. Like ticks. The lands are far more dangerous than they used to be. But these are problems for another time. If you aren't into anything right now, I do have a favor to ask." She poses this to all of you.
Would there be things and stuff involved?
Quite possibly. This seems to be a recurring trend, so I put it to you like this. If you actually help people around Portcullis and the neighboring settlements, if they cannot reciprocate the good deeds you can do, we will see to it that we can. As it stands, there are two concerning matters that I'm a little stretched for resources right now, and you may be the only ones I have access to at the moment. The trying one right now is, as you may have saw, those rather nasty explosives we saw last night. Residium is a major byproduct of the city, and it's one of the few economic benefits we have. But we keep 2-3 barrels at most. each of the gates had dozens of them stacked up, that with other explosive materials, and decimated them. And we do not know why. I have my guards looking into it, but I'm concerned this might have been not an outside matter. Ow. Right. The other
You
thing
think this was an inside job?
the barrels were found on the inside, and as far as we can tell, they were constructed here. It wouldn't be the first time Avgor's gotten to someone else, but this was well too coordinated for his seedlings.
So if it's an inside job, who has access to who would have access to them or to the barrels?
Only our most trusted miners, but that's where my guards are. They're trying to chase down where our last shipments have been going. On paper, everything's been going where it is, but it couldn't have been the case with last night. That said, if you checked around the warehouse district, maybe you can find something around there. I have my guards cording it off for the time being, just to ensure our stockpiles are not destroyed. If you must, show your badges, and they should let you through. The other thing I would ask for you is a bit more personal. A friend of mine is, well, a little too proud to admit she needs some help. Seri, from the Ethereal Waters. She volunteered her medical practices along with her sisters in order to help the civilian population. Unfortunately, a lot of our medicinal supplies were also destroyed during the attack. Damn well coordinated. But the Ethereal Waters are doing what they can to at least ease the suffering. What she's not telling anyone is that she's running out. She's a tough nut to crack, but she's worried. And with how red the water is in there, it's clear they're trying to recycle as much of it as they can. Tell her that I sent you and that you might be able to help her with whatever it is. It may be a demeaning task, but there are still many people who need those waters to survive. Past that, the town is surviving, but could use all the help it can get. Particularly the farmlands that have been outside the city. They've possibly been hit the worst. Other than that, I don't really know what to say. But if anything does come up, we will try to contact you again. You and what few of you who remain are what hope we have left. You are free to leave now. I need to go talk to the Emperor of Slag. And she sort of turns back around, waves her hand across the table again, and it lights up with light. It lights up with what looks to be like a map almost. And she's sort of just scrolling around and looking around. Oh.
Stunning silence.
Basically. While she's looking at the map, she also says, if you require any knowledge, well, we'll help where we can. Just feel free to ask. You are mainlanders, after all.
We're going to need a map.
Stairs a map.
Very well. I'll see to it that one is delivered to your current domicile.
Do you have anything we could use to better understand this area? We are mainlanders, after all.
Not specifically, I'm afraid. Though the local university would have more information on the oddities that have been here. They've been established only recently, and so they've been doing what they can to catalog. As for just learning about the land, it's a bit of an experience. The ones who would know the most are currently not in Portcullis. This is a trade town, after all. Is there anything? Yeah. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Any Aarakocra settlements?
Most of the demi races are scattered. Few congregate in singular species numbers around here. Well, you do see a few of your folk around here.
Wondrous.
Yeah, she's still just sort of looking through the map and. Well, she gave you the freedom to leave, so you're.
All right, guys, come on. Let's go. We'll get something at the gift shop and head out.
Sure, gift shop. Yeah, I've always wanted one of those like little pillows with the portcullis symbol on it. Really great.
Get one of those T-shirts that says "I was at Port Calls and all I got was this lousy T-shirt."
Guys, we do not have time for a gift shop. Begin our investment.
I grab my dense friend and I walk him out. Ready for adventure?
All right. It does take you roughly the same amount of time in order to, get back down to the city, and it is starting to turn a little bit in the afternoon. Not dusk, but it's starting to get a little darker. All right. Well, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I zoned out at the very beginning of that conversation.
What the?
I'm sorry, you just forgot the conversation.
Was that meant for anything?
I don't think he was there.
He was late.
It was an RP way of saying, "Hey, what the fuck happened?"
We learned that someone either in the mining or the guards for the mining operation is helping stockpile explosives for the big bad.
Oh, really? Because I actually did miss that part of the conversation.
So, our choices are to either begin our investigations in the mines to help the ethereal waters with their healing process, or to seek other knowledge in a...
In what?
To seek other knowledges and possible assistance.
Was it the mines or I thought there was a warehouse.
She said she had her guards sort of questioning the mines and the miners, or the miners in the mines. She said she had the warehouse district cordoned off for the time being, but that was mostly to ensure that their stockpiles were not destroyed.
You know, if we destroy the stockpiles, he can't get at them.
If there's nothing to sabotage, then they can't sabotage it, is it? Can they?
So we'll sink our own boats, leave them off the pass.
That's so crazy, it might just get you all killed.
I feel I must say the logic in what you're saying.
Chuck Manley strides manfully forward towards whatever option is most dangerous.
Well, the closest option would be the ethereal waters.
Clearly helping the ethereal waters.
I don't know, I kind of wouldn't mind a fancy bath.
Oh, waters? I can be Aquaman then.
We could finally see Aquaman do something cool.
I mean, Jason Momoa's done some cool shit in that trailer, bro.
I'm never gonna not shit talk Aquaman.
I mean, that's fine. You can shit talk Aquaman all you want. He was S tier plus in Injustice 1.
He's pretty good in Justice 2, too.
Yeah, still pretty dumb.
Alright, so are you guys heading to the ethereal waters or what? Like,
Still haven't gotten my massage. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's go to the ethereal.
Manly rubs his shoulders.
alright. Well, passing to the center of town, you once again arrive to the elegantly crafted door, pushing it open, expecting to feel that wonderful bliss cold air and smell of juniper, only to be met with the sounds of coughing and the lukewarm smell of blood. And again, you do arrive into the opening door of the ethereal waters, and you see that they're even more wounded than they were before. What few springs you can see looking to the left and right of the desk are still just filled with women and children and most of some people. The sound in here is mostly of crying and calling. You do, however, you do not see Sari working the desk, the normals you've been talking to. Instead, you see a very, very well-built elven woman, like full elven. See, sort of about around 7'9", built like a brick shithouse, has a couple sort of small cuts and scars all around him, with just this very dirty strawberry blonde hair. And even now, she doesn't seem to be doing much other than sort of just picking out oils from underneath the desk, moving them to other people who seem to be using them.
I walk straight up to her.
Alright. She pays you little mind, but she keeps her eye on you and go. She basically says, "Do you need something? If it's wounded, take them to the right. If they're not wounded, take them else."
Where's Serene?
My sister is currently tended to the worst of the worst. Why do you ask?
Because we need to speak with her.
Give me a moment. She sort of just hurls a like small box that has some oils and finely ground powders just over onto a table a good 15-20 feet away. It's actually kind of impressive. She goes back and just starts calling, "Sari! We got more visitors for you. You should really take your suitors somewhere else."
I knew it.
There's a slight chuckle behind as you can see Suri pops back up. Though she is unkept, her sort of aqua blue dress that she's been wearing is now sort of tattered and stained on different ends. Her hair that was originally bunned up slightly is now just matted and at all ends. She doesn't look like she's been in a fight, but it's hard to tell from it would be hard to tell from a distance. Even her eyes seem to have sort of bags underneath them as she walks behind the desk again and looks to all of you and hello. Is there something that I can help you all with?
Yes, we heard you were running out of resources. Do you need help requiring more?
Chuck stands manfully, being a paragon of all that is man.
Alright. Well, Sari's looking to you, Brandon, just like, "I do not know where you've heard this, but I believe it is untrue. We are rationing, yes, but we are doing all we can to help."
So then I suppose the Duchess lied to us. I turn to the rest. Well, it appears our assistances are not required here.
Wait.
No, the Duchess also said that
Wait.
he didn't want to say. She asked for help, so we're gonna help you even though you said you don't need it.
We are.
That's the best kind of help to give. Forced help.
I am going to open my book and jot down a note.
I'm pretty sure there's a chapter in there for non-consensual help.
Alright. Well, seeing you mention the Duchess and then go on sort of insisting that you plan to help, she just sort of lets out a small sigh. and just sort of and waves you over to the left paw, and just says, "Come with me." She sort of leads you into what would normally be a very elegant waiting room with nice tiling, some stained windows, a nice little heated stone area where you can pour water to give it sort of the atmosphere of a spa. She gets you all into here and sort of braces herself a little, and well, if Marie truly thinks, to whom I'm kidding. We're almost out. It's worse than we had feared. We're not just running out of water. Our spring has run completely dry. We do not know how this could happen. Beneath the city, all of our water is being supplied by a small crystal that is attuned to the elemental plane of water. It's how we've been able to survive for so long and how our business thrives. The water is so pure that it has remarkable qualities.
Has this ever happened before?
Only once, but he was trying to do some good.
So it required interaction in order for the crystal to stop what it is doing?
It was modified so that it would not need outside interference, which is why we kept it safe. So to have it run dry at the same time that the city was under siege,
I agree. It is no coincidence.
I feared that it wasn't. We currently have been draining the sun pool in order to help ease the suffering of those here. But it will only last maybe another day. At that point, and she sort of just looks over, and you can see like a mother and child just sort of cradling in the waters a little bit, just sort of sobbing to themselves. When the water runs out, I fear many of these people will not survive. I cannot ask you to do this, but if you can find a way to bring back our water, many individuals would be in your debt, as well as the ethereal waters.
Indebted enough to get a couple of day passes?
More than that. But for the moment, we can only think of the wounded.
Can you give us a few moments to speak about it too?
Very well. I need to go mix some more soothing ointment. She's gonna make her way back over to the front desk, and she starts just mortar and pestling some small ingredients, checking through scrolls to see if she's got recipes right. She's a good 30, 40 feet from me at this point.
I turn to everybody else. Normally, I don't care much for the injured dying. Every moment we waste chasing after them did this as a chance to do it to others. Therefore, usually my vote would be to go after the man and continue with our investigations of time. However, as we're in a new land, it would be more logical and more resourceful to acquire a foundation.
I just really, really want an exclusive day pass to this place.
I second that.
Third.
Yeah, Chuck Manley strides manfully towards whatever situation danger is fast approaching. Least thing, he is not the protocol droid. neither are intelligence or wisdom, by the way.
I was going to recommend perhaps maybe a better foundation, but it seems day passes have carried the boat.
Altruism after getting a mani-pedi.
I look at the person new to our group as if seeing them for the first time. Oh, hello.
That's how a love letter starts.
Hello. You must have not been paying attention when I came in.
No, I'm more adept at focusing.
And that sounds like marriage.
Wait, who is this?
Who is this? This is Liana. This is Zach's girlfriend.
There's something in the air. What's this? What's this?
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Wait. So we have a bird flying around, and then we have Liana's character.
You have a...
Well, I guess Cephas is not. Cephas has no interest in the Arakakra.
Cephas is another researcher who's brought here. Actually, looking at her now, Unit, you do see a couple similarities between the gear that she has and the gear that you have. Particularly stuff that you have seen younger archaeologists use at dig sites. A couple of the same like little brushes and tool sets.
So she's a graduate student.
Essentially, yes.
Right. Well, I turn Serene.
Oh, her concentration is broken as she, still grinding something in, walks back over to you guys and... Did you require something?
Yes, we need to know how to get to your magic crystal.
It used to be located at the bottom of Portcullis' sewer network. But it has since been moved to a drainage system. Not only does it provide water for the city, but it also helps keep rainwater from building up. At the docks, there is a large stone exit tunnel with a large iron gate on it. I'm afraid the gate was never designed to be reopened. That is the only entranceway that I know of to get down there.
The gate won't be open.
She just sort of like takes a quick glance at Chuck and... I can see it won't. I do wish you the best. I have no reason to believe that it is safer now than it has been any other time. I've heard what happened at the docks.
What happened at the docks?
The docks were also sieged as well. The docks were sieged as well. And Liana, Cephas... I'm gonna fuck up your character's name every damn time. She was there helping get people onto ships to escape. So you do know what happened at the docks. You were there at that fight. But that is the only way there that I can think of. Just please be safe and be swift. And it's at this point that she... Okay, hold on. Alright. Well, she sort of wishes you her farewells and she goes back to tending to what wounded she can. So what would you guys like to do?
Turn to everyone else. Is there anything that we might need to acquire before we head down sewer system?
Drainage.
Drainage.
There has to be a map of the sewer system, maybe in some library or something.
Drainage. Sorry.
The map is a good idea. We have also, in our last few battles, cut it a little close as far as our veritable. I, at the very least, appreciate some potions.
You are just like breaking up and breaking up.
Yeah, it's almost becoming Morse code. Yeah, that much I did hear. And you do know that Chuck and Unit did find a place that might have sold some potions.
Yeah, I could go for some potions or some medicine or really anything.
Alright. So you're going to head to questionable confectionaries first.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
I presume Chuck and Unit are also okay with this?
Well, I mean, I'll wait outside. You guys can go in. I'm not going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Why
there's
is he
always
not
something
going
you find that's useful at a potion shop.
Alright, well, that said, you make your way out, and it's a pretty easy find. Just as Unit just points over to, well, again, one of the buildings that look like it's been blown up and put back together several times over, but it's still the most pristine-looking building on its lot, with a little sign on it that says questionable confectionaries. As you enter in, I hope this works.
So there's the eponymous map.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, so Unit's outside. Chuck, are you also outside? Like,
He said be right back a little bit ago.
alright, then I'll presume he's with you outside. Also frustrated at your last attempts here. Which means Cephas, Armax, Bran, you enter in through a beaded curtain to see a wonderfully bright and beautiful looking shop. On every wall there seems to be some sort of manner of piece of a beastie or some sort of liquid affinited item. And as you're looking around, you hear the unmistakable sound of a ratcheting system. And behind the back desk, you see a very small, but variantly standoutish deep gnome with large red hair that so almost sort of glitters and burns in the candlelight of this shop. So, what are you looking for? If it's brewable, I've got bottles of it. If it's cookable, I concocted a few.
We need something that'll keep us from not dying.
Ah, well, most of everybody does. Thankfully, I keep stuff aside for just occasion. I got healing draughts, healing salves, and your standardary potions and whatnot.
What was that first one?
Ah, hold on. And he goes underneath the counter and pulls out these sort of dark blue bottles that, on closer inspection, aren't actually made of glass. They're sort of a porcelain with a cork on them. These are a personal favorite of my own. Healing draughts. The problem with any sort of healing potion is you gotta get a reagent in order to get them to work, so that they can heal you. These are the antithesis to that. They don't actually heal you, they let you heal yourself. They let you draw from your own natural abilities to regenerate and keep you alive.
Okay. Explain that like I'm an idiot.
Okay. You know how if you're taking a rest, you can kind of patch yourself up a little bit, catch your wind, lick your wounds? It lets you do that, but in the thick of it, in an instant.
What would such a wondrous device cost?
25 to the bottle, and I got 8 of them. GP.
should be willing to give me a friend discount. Do you accept ladders?
Is that some sort of fucking short joke?
No, I just have a lot of ladders for some reason.
Look, I ain't exactly in the trading market. If you got the coin, cough it up. He just sort of like, he's just resting on his elbow, kind of looking at you guys. You get the impression he's kind of been frustrated recently, and this is only compounding it.
I would like to look at some of the potions, pointed out the salves, droughts. As a hunter, I'm proficient in alchemy. Is there anything that I can tell about these bottles, specifically about their value, perhaps?
Make an Arcana check. Like I said, if anyone else wants to, you can as well.
I'd also be curious, anything made from local ingredients that are native to the continent and nowhere else?
Are you asking him or me?
You.
Well, Assyria doesn't really import much. It actually exports more. So most of what's here is made locally. And I can tell you, being from Tarim, you've never heard of healing droughts or healing salve to any extent. And Armax and Bran, you both know healing salve. It was used on you right before the fight, right before the siege on the Eastern Gate. It's what they used after you got blown the hell up.
They kind of just walk forward to the deep gnome and pull out my coin purse and weigh it in my hand for a moment. I look at him. Very well. I need you to go over the various prices of the items that will keep me.
Alright. I have 8 healing droughts at 25 GP apiece. Same price as a healing potion, but they do different things. I also have a baker's dozen of healing salves, in case you want to get some good healing, but you got the time to spend as opposed to the combat prowess I see you types like. And, lucky for you, I do have one greater healing potion, but it's on the pricey end.
Chuck fluxes when he mentions the words combat prowess.
Are you outside or inside?
Yes.
You know what? You're large enough. He can probably see you. He sort of tilts his head and he's like, "Oh, good, it's that asshole."
Oh, is it that little dickbag?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Questionable
You're
confectionaries.
Speaking to me, please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Bad memories. You know, we gnomes experience trauma.
Yes. Well, I'm trying to go experience trauma right.
All right. That's currently what I got of the medicated sort. Unless you're interested in some lifesavers.
They won't actually save your life. It just make your breath taste good.
What do you mean by lifesaver?
1 second. He reaches underneath the cabinet, pulls out a large circular jar with a sort of a fist-sized cork, and you can see there are 12 little sort of slightly not effervescent, illuminated sort of orbs that sort of oscillate between yellow and green. These are lifesavers. Finally got a feckin' druid to get me a couple of good berries, so I distilled them. Took the healing properties of those things and put them into these little itty-bitty candies. It ain't a hell of a lot, in fact it's downright fucking pathetic, but if you're on death's door, fuck it, there's worse.
How much?
Each of these are 5 apiece, my friend.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Alright. He puts his hand out for 10 gold.
I hand him 10 gold.
Wunderbar. Alright.
I'll take about 5 of those and maybe 4 of the healing drops.
Oh, shit. Alright. Alright, lifesavers are 5 apiece, so mark those off. And the healing droughts are 25 apiece. And how many of those did you want?
4.
4, alright. Alright, and I presume somebody's going to identify them at some point, so I will just tell you. The healing droughts let you... You drink one as an action, and it lets you spend a hit die in the middle... Oh, no, sorry, it's a bonus action to drink it, and you could spend a hit die to heal yourself. Though, it also costs you that hit die, so it means you don't get it back until you take a long rest. If you use them when you're out of hit dice, it'll heal you at a price. The lifesavers give any target who eats them 1 hit point. Better than nothing.
Not bad for a juicy fruit candy.
Oh. I mean, they are nicely colored round rings.
Where's the...
Finally.
I will take one of the drought, one of the regular healing potions.
Alright, so that's drought 25, healing potions 30. Holy shit, I'm actually fucking making a sale today. I thought my luck was ruined.
Chuck continues to flex.
Alright. Hey,
Also,
you got...
you
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, just give my sales pitch. You two tell me what you want, and I'll see if I can fix it.
I'd like something that will blow my brains out.
He hands you a pistol.
Literally or metaphorically?
Metaphorically and emotionally.
Bingo, got it. He sort of swivels in his chair, jumps off, and heads to a distilling area, and he pulls out a small little 6-pack and puts it onto the table of these bright red bottles with a sort of little lizard's head at the top of each of them. Fresh today. Potions of fire breathing. Because who doesn't want to spit fire?
Eskimos?
Fair point.
It's not as fun as you think.
Also, accurate. But I make these to be pretty alright. Not even looking for anything else. I also got some... What do I got? Some potions of climbing. I got the greater healing. Water breathing, if you think water is going to be an issue. Though, we're in a port town. Who the fuck needs to worry about water?
How much for the water breathing?
Water breathing, kind of expensive. It's 600, but I do got 4 of them.
What would you be willing to trade for one of these? And I hold up one of the emeralds.
Oh, I got to look up how much that's worth. Alright. He sort of looks over the gemstone that you have, pulls out a little lens, and inspects and says, huh. This ain't half bad. Alright. Now this is gonna hurt me. But for this, I would be willing, it's only because I like you, I'd be willing to part with another one of my healing droughts, and, especially only today, 5 Rocket Red Glares. My candy of choice.
What does it do?
It's got a spicy cinnamon tang that'll keep you awake. Though, I like it because I'm an asshole. If you crack the harder shell before you finish eating it and hurl the son of a bitch, it has a violent reaction to the air and detonates. Won't hurt none, but it sets off a nice shower of sparks, light, and smoke. It'll get attention real quick. It's very fun if you put it into somebody's back pocket. I mean, I also have other confectionaries as well. I got my lightest cotton candy. I got my pack of rations. And I do still have a couple bottles of bottled lightning.
Bottled lightning?
Not a candy. It's more of a mishap I had. Long story short, it's literally lightning in a bottle. You hurl it, and it does lightning. Very, very frightening.
Mamma mia. How much for that?
That's a little more expensive. It's 50 a pop.
Would you take the emerald for it?
He sort of looks it over and just like... Add 15 gold to this, and I'll make a deal.
15 gold. Y'all think we're gonna need a big ol' lightning explosion while we're fighting something with water?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm not inside. I'm outside.
You do know what lightning does with water, right, Aramax?
Makes the water more fun. What, you guys have never swum in a rainstorm before?
My lawyer says I'm not allowed to talk about it. But anyway, gonna make a deal or what? You ain't gonna find us anywhere else.
I might be willing to pay for that, but,
I mean, I got 10 of them.
I'm back for good this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was making dinner.
Alright.
yeah, you know what? I'll take it.
Alright, you giving him the gem and the 15 gold, or...
Yeah, I'll give him the gem and the 15 gold.
Alright. Mark off the gem, mark off the gold, and you now have bottled lightning. And it is literally a mason jar with what looks like a little lightning bolt that keeps trying to zip around. It has a 30-foot range, and if you throw it, everything within 5 feet of it takes 1d8 lightning damage. So, it's an static hand grenade. Alright. Anything else I can help you out with?
Outside of that, no.
Anything else? Chuck, you were close enough that if you wanted to, you could probably ask about something.
No, I'm fine. Chuck Manley doesn't have money anyway.
Well, did he spend his 50 gold already?
I had 50 gold.
Yeah, from when they split the loot.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, that wasn't relayed to me. So
You were there!
I don't remember being there. It's fine.
It's literally just you and Josh. But yeah, you have $50 on you.
Oh, cool. Then no, I'll just hang on to it.
Alright?
One last thing.
Yeah?
It's an odd request.
Uh-huh.
Blood. Do you have any?
I mean, I keep a couple jars of it. Are you looking for something specific? Or are you trying to... Are you just, like, into that kinky shit? Because I ain't gonna shame you. I remember being young, too. Yes!
I'm just maybe sort of a... I'm still trying to figure out what this thing does. So if you have sort of a mix of bloods, types, creatures, this thing seems to be powered by it, and I kind of want to figure out what this lantern does.
Oh, Yeah, sure. I got a vial of some mishaps I can sell you. Fuck it, 5 silver.
Done.
Alright. He goes out behind the counter and he starts rummaging through drawers in what looks to be like a writing desk, and he pulls out a vial of some crimson liquid. He shakes it a little bit, and it gives it to you, and it's not coagulated. And uncorking it, it does smell like blood.
Why do you just have blood?
Do you know how many of these potions require blood? Do you know what the salamanders I had to kill to make that fire-breathing potion? Those bastards hurt.
You weren't formally trained, were you, RMX?
Depends on your definition of formal, training, and legal.
So, anything else I can help you with?
I think that's got it.
Alright. Be seeing yous. Some of you more than later.
Goodbye, Niter. I'll see you in another campaign.
Immediately at the mention of that, the entire world seems to shake slightly, and then calm. Alright, so you exit the shop, potions in hand, and candy. And lots of other stuff. Alright, what would you guys like to do?
Who votes for recklessly diving into the sewer system?
Who votes for Matt?
Me.
Alright.
Oh yeah, let's get a map first. We don't want to die in a sewer system. That's just depressing.
Alright, okay, I'd say you probably go back to the ethereal waters and ask, and they would tell you that they don't actually have a map of the system. Since it's only a drainage area, there's only a beginning and an end. It's literally a straight shot. If you were going into the sewer, you would need a map, but the drainage ditch is just for this crystal and the water.
Okay, so if you get lost in here, it's gonna be really sad.
Yes, absolutely.
Adventure Ho?
What'd you call me?
Onward!
Just picturing a bunch of people charging through the streets, just shouting, "Sewer!"
Basically. Alright, so you all head over to the Dr. Portcullis, and it takes you a little while, but you do eventually find out, like, not actually under the dock itself, but sort of over to the far right, there is like a half-sunken stone tube with an iron gate on it. The iron gate looks heavy. So after crawling across the rocks, you can all basically see it.
Only we had some incredibly manly person nearby who was capable of lifting things.
Chuck Manley strides forward manfully.
Alright, give me an athletics roll.
Here we go.
Chuck, do you know anyone manly enough to lift this gate?
I think Chuck Manley just manfully lifts that gate.
You grab onto both sides of the gate, ready your stance, and you jerk and immediately sort of get knocked off your balance as you move backward. The gate over your head, and you sort of drop it haphazardly. Because it appeared that the gate was not only not locked, it was not even attached to the drainage ditch at all.
I clap.
But a completely random and unattached gate.
Yep. I mean,
Sounds like something
no,
I would do.
it is the one for this drainage ditch. It does match it. It's just, it was as if it was removed and put back on.
Oh, so he...
Yeah, you
I got
cleaned to
you,
jerk
okay.
something, but you didn't really know exactly.
Too much force put into that. Too much force. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's hilarious, actually.
I was hoping you would crit, so I could make you fall on your ass.
Crit fail or crit?
Crit succeed.
Oh.
If he could succeed,
today.
he would have just thrown this in the sun like Hercules.
I didn't say that wouldn't also happen. Alright. Well, the drainage ditch is open before you.
Excellent.
You know, they should probably lock that. Someone could go down there and tamper with that.
How big is this drainage thing?
It's about 6 feet around. So you do fit in, though you do have to kind of hunch over a little. Armax, you try to spread out your wings, and it's just impossible.
Oh, it's a tiny door.
Right, so I presume you're all going to enter in?
All right, let's go down this drain.
Yeah, let's just make this quick. I don't feel comfortable in here.
Right. Well, as you do enter in the drain, you go about another 5 or so feet, and the light immediately sort of like dampens out as you make a quick turn. And there is more room now, though it's still not much. You can all stand in there fine, but it is sort of a little cramped. Now then, let me just get this working.
Is there any light down here?
No, it is currently pitch black.
I'm just gonna throw a fireball.
Okay.
What?
I'm just gonna throw a fireball right down the hallway.
I've got
I catch his hands. Because I can now I can now see in said dark with the sun's glasses.
Oh, so you put those on?
I do.
Alright,
Also, I catch his fucking hands before he throws a fireball.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna make this a contest. Dex versus Dex. Who's faster?
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Uh,
I will
would you
say
take a sleight of hand? Would you take a sleight of hand?
yes.
God damn, that's better.
Alright. Armax, it's raw Dex. Alright. Would you have the glasses on at this point, Chuck, or not?
Oh yeah, I would have had them on to try and catch his hands.
Alright. Armax, with just a slick... Oh, so roll d20. With a slight flick, you throw your wrist forward, and off of your little iron rod, you do send a fireball out. And it careens forward. As you get a glimpse of right about here, before it immediately gets snuffed out.
Yeah, I can't see a thing.
Yeah.
Well, also neither can I, because I am like permanently
Yeah,
blind.
I'm fixing. Oh, yeah, no, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is there's no one standing over there.
I hate you.
As an elf, I have dark vision.
You should be able to see right now.
See a little bit.
Nope,
Yeah.
can't see anything.
No,
You need
Brand?
to have some. You need to have some manner of light for dark vision to work.
I'm gonna throw dancing lights so we can see.
Alright,
You don't need anything for dark vision to work. You see in black and white. You can still see as if you see with dim light.
okay, whoa, okay, hold on, Brand.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking disadvantage. You still have disadvantage.
Correct.
Yeah. So, Bran can see right now, just as slightly. Also, Chuck, you are considered blind for the next minute. As all of you see this, as the fireball ignites, the glasses that Chuck had his eyes immediately just erupt into white light, like staring directly into the sun. And it hurts like hell.
I had my hands near or on the Birdman, right?
Oh yeah, no. He beat you to the cast, but you were still going for it.
I still have hands on him, right?
I imagine they went immediately to his
I
eyes.
assume you have one taking off the glasses right now, but yeah.
And the other one is throttling the bird.
Wait, Kirk's the cowardly dog or cow and chicken?
Homer Simpson.
Oh! So yeah, Arbex, you are currently... He grabbed onto enough of the back of your neck that you're sort of like... that the scruff is sort of choking a little. And you are currently being throttled.
I would like to make gurgling sounds.
You do, and it does echo in throughout the cavern. Now then,
Gentlemen, I don't know how much combat experience you have, but the element of surprise extremely resourceful in these situations. If we
Also,
could do
not
our
being
best-
blind.
Yes, I would agree. So while you're choking him, just make sure the both of you are quiet.
all right. That said, Bran, you take a look out. You look out and you do see a sort of a gathered pool.
Okay, so
Oh wait,
right
dancing
where
lights. My apologies. Where would you like them? Safis?
Yes.
Where would you like the dancing lights? Just in a row, or are you going to try and do the person?
Sort of spaced out, just so we can see the interior. Just so we can see the interior of the next room.
Alright, I think that should do it. Alright, so now you can clearly see what it is, and it looks to be sort of a, oh, oops. My bad. Wrong
No,
layer.
I can't see anything.
I can see what looks like a. What is that? What is that? Barf from Earthbound?
Well, let's say you do see a large stalactite. Or, like, sort of
I feel
rubble.
like he's gonna see the world go dark around him.
Well, kind of quite. He's kind of at your same level of vision. You are blinded, but you can sort of see spots.
Yeah, whereas mine is recovering, his is worsening.
Yes. Alright.
Like to roll to break the chokehold I'm in.
I presume after the minute, Chuck, you would let go.
Possibly.
Okay.
But I'm willing to make the strength check.
I'm gonna make the saving throw.
Alright, Chuck, athletics, Armax, athletics or acrobatics? As you now see these two sort of squabbling and making noises.
Turn back. Hey! What did I say about being quiet?
Remove him from my throat.
I continue choking him quietly.
It is not quiet as he is currently struggling and scratching his talons across the floor. Which you can now see is currently sort of ankle deep with water.
I lift him 3 feet off the floor.
You go to try and do so, and he's just being pressed into the ceiling. Like,
Wait. How tall is this Birdman?
about 5 feet. The room you're in is about 7.
Okay, I lift him a foot off the ground. I lift him out of arm's reach of things.
I place my claws on his chest.
Alright, if this is continuing in Armax, make a Constitution saving throw, as he is choking you out. Alright. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Armax. Chuck, you begin to sort of feel the fighting sort of slow down. And Armax, the room starts getting very dark.
So at this point, I will let him go, and I will slap him back awake.
Make an attack roll. With advantage. Actually, no. I'm not going to be that mean. Just roll a d4.
Roll a d4?
Yes.
Oh, my fisticuffs damage, though, is d8.
I presume you're not trying to beat the shit out of him.
If you actually try to hurt me, I will keep throwing fireballs.
Alright. Armax, you take 2 damage as he just sort of 1976 pimp smacks you into consciousness. You actually do a spin in the water as you're trying to grab hold.
Oh no, he doesn't spin anywhere. I've held him the entire time.
Well, no, his head spins like an owl. It's actually kind of freaky.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. By the way, Armax, your head's not supposed to do that. That hurt like hell.
After hearing the smack, I would like to turn around and put my hand on my sword and say, gentlemen, I've never been on a team before, but would appreciate it if we could still manage to have a small amount of alertness, area that could be a danger to all of us.
He started it. He has eyes.
All right. Well,
We all have eyes.
technically, Armax has an eye.
Prancing around with your heads full of eyeballs.
God, I was just thinking it.
All right. Well,
Don't
I've-
believe any of us are prancing.
Well, Chuck was prancing earlier. Let's go check out this room.
all right. Well, Bran, you can see clearly, and most of you can now see that in front of you. You can see the sort of collection bay of where the salt water would be as it flows in. Has sort of made this little pool, and you do notice something in particular.
I'll say it again. I still only see black.
What the hell's that sound?
Legit or non-legit?
I have no idea. Oh, it's the music! Okay, okay, hold on.
Did
How
you
do
just scare yourself?
It sounded like a lawnmower's going up. Okay, hang on, let me delete this. Can you see anything now?
Nope.
Has sight, can see.
That's the problem with dynamic lighting, is you have to give everything an aura to actually, if it's got light from it. If it can
Everything
see.
does.
Even my token, if I can see, I have to have an aura around me.
Can everyone else see fine?
Yeah, it's not whether or not you have an aura. You can see if something else has an aura as long as it's designated that all players.
Okay, hold on. Can you move your token?
Yeah, I can move. I can see. Move your dude into the room.
I can move, dude. I can't. If I can't move, if it's just a black box, that's all I got.
I mean, you can. Just put it there.
Wait, I do not understand.
You
'cause-
understand? I can move to the room, but I wouldn't know if I'm in the room because it's just a black screen. The entire box, the entire thing is black, so I don't know where the hell I am right now.
Try to reload your page. It might be.
Yeah,
I've
'cause-
done that. I've done that 7 times.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
Right.
Just move. Where you're the lightning.
Yeah.
Guy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Move your token roughly 3 spaces north.
Alright.
Nothing.
Okay, that's weird.
How about now?
How about nothing?
Okay, you are literally generating light at this point. Alright, is that better?
You are a golden bronzed god.
Still nothing. Reloading again.
What?
Every time someone tries to use dynamic lighting in every campaign I played, there's always one person who has problems, and it just does. It's not worth the trouble.
Reset your NVRAM.
He could just use imagination.
Text him a screenshot.
Fucking hell, like, there should be no reason why he can't see.
That's the problem with dynamic lighting. There's always one person who cannot see a thing.
I have never had this problem before.
I remember having the opposite problem. I could see through dynamic lighting. Right. Alright, well, let me just hide a few things, then I can just turn it off. Kinda sucks.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
Uh,
You could put on Fog of War real quick and
well, let me just turn on. Alright, can everyone see now?
I can see what looks like a big tunnel system. Yeah, I can see
Yeah, I
everything. The shadows are gone.
Alright.
all things.
Yep, you can see literally everything.
Also, everyone see the pile of dead in the center of the room.
thought he said that was a stalactite.
Well, in the light, it does look sort of stonish, and you can actually see barnacles and stuff growing on it.
Oh shit, it's that ooze stuff from Resident Evil.
Oh.
Is that
Nope,
a play?
that's Purvis.
I think I've heard of that play before.
Everything just went black for me.
I know, that's me.
It's Fog of War.
That's racist.
Fog of War is not.
Dalgobor?
Dog of War, yes.
Alright. Josh, are you here?
Yeah, but everyone's talking, so I can't talk.
Alright, can you see now?
Yeah, I can see now.
Alright, then we'll just do this for right now. Yep, you're currently in a sort of deep pool full of very cold water. Like, suspiciously cold water.
I would like to examine the water.
Alright, How would you like to examine it?
As the water is suspiciously cold, I want to find out if the reason is coming from the water itself, or if I can track if it's coming.
I guess then roll nature? Alright, well, while he's doing that, what do you guys want to do?
Can we test it on Aramax as just like punishment?
I nearly fell unconscious.
I mean, you can all walk into the water. It's sort of heavy, but it's not debilitating in any form. Right, and you all can see where the exit is. You do, you do also see, like, there's this hole over here. You can begin to see there's some sort of stain over here that's actually underneath the water. Reactor.
Somebody poke the barnacle.
Or science? Or discovery?
Are we really gonna poke the barnacle?
Alright, what am I dipping the bird in?
Wait, what?
Oh, are you still holding on to him?
I don't know, am I?
No! You let go after you nearly broke my neck.
Alright, well...
I mean, I could have actually done it.
Alright, those of you looking at the barnacle, make an investigation check.
I'm super great at these.
Chuck, you do realize something.
Gosh!
Alright,
Yes.
Armax, are you looking at the water or the rock?
I'm looking at the barnacle.
Alright, you look at well, it's covered in barnacles, and you and Chuck both realize something. That there's a crevice onto one side of it, and as you look deeper into it, you can see it breathing.
Ew, 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 ew!
And I need all of you to roll some initiative checks.
Oh.
God, I'm so glad I didn't go grappler, because I would have never been able to fight anything.
Alright. Now then, your loud noises have upset the local populi.
What?
Gee, it's kind of surprising you let off a fireball in a sewer system that's been disturbed.
Whoa, whoa. That you sounds awfully plural.
Come on. We work as a team. We share the blame as a team.
I'm going to wring your neck again.
Alright, hold on, I gotta make a couple rolls. Let's see. Alright. Oh, okay. Of course, this thing doesn't trigger. Oh. Wait, hold on. How do I add these things to initiative? I always screw this up.
You gotta click their name.
Add turn.
Oh, you didn't make sheets for them.
No, I didn't. I actually just learned how to do that. Wait. No, these both don't need fucking turns. Alright, I'm sorry about this, but I can make it up. Alright, as you begin to see crawling out of all of the corners of the map, these little tubes, you see two rather strange looking individuals with large hooks.
That is the third one.
Alright. But the thing that catches all of your attention first and foremost is when the rock wakes up.
Oh
As you
god,
see-
the flail snail.
As you see crawling out of the little hole you were examining, 5 very large flailing maces attached to a slime corpse. And the flail snail is actually an NPC, so it should just be able to do this. Oh, damn it. Of course I don't know how to do it. Alright. Where'd my music go? Oh, just gonna do that the whole damn time. Alright. Motherfucker. You guys are kind of lucky. Alright, top of the order. Aramax. What would you like to do? As now this thing is looking at you suspiciously. You did mark the 2 damage you took earlier, right?
Yeah, no, I already marked that.
Just making sure.
I'm gonna go with a let's see. I'm going to let's see. Are these like just is this area over here like just like a pit or what?
Hold left mouse button where you're talking about. Oh no, that's actually the wall. It's concave and he's crawling out of a tube.
But like I can see into the tube, right?
Yeah, no, it's a wall. He's basically popping his head out of a hole, Ninja Turtle style.
No, okay, but I can still hit him from like
Yes.
anything, right?
Oh, totally.
Cool. I'm gonna go after him.
Alright, you're going after the... Oh, how do I do this share thing again? Control Z?
Shift.
There we go. There's that pretty little...
What a pretty looking guy.
Alright, so what are you going to do, Max?
I'm going to let's see, move over here.
Alright, as you do that, the flail snail's going to get a reaction.
I'll take it.
He's just going to whip one of his eyeballs at you, and... Actually, he wasn't attacking, he was actually stretching. Because he's kind of been in there for a while, and you fireballed him. So yeah, you get away.
Yay! And I'm just gonna throw out my mage armor right now.
Alright. That's your action. What's your bonus action?
Roll a d20.
What? Oh, yeah, for that. Nope. Alright, is that your turn?
Yep.
You knit. Big slimy thing bearing down at you, and you can actually see around you little swarms of fish seem to be popping in and out. What would you like to do?
Oh joy. I like to hit things.
By the way, there is more space in here. You're not hunched over anymore.
Hold on, my laptop's being stupid. Hit thing.
scimitar at what?
The flail snail.
All right. You draw your scimitar out and strike down upon its shell, and it just gleans off. You hit it, but it didn't seem to do much.
Then I'll bonus action to sing my blade song and yay.
Seeing
That's
the
Blade song, by the way. Yay.
Seeing the futility of your scimitar against the snail's hide, you draw your little arcane rune again and hum a sweet tune as a rift in the actual ceiling opens up again, and that large ass bastard sword drops down from the sky, once again at your back and at the ready.
And that's my turn.
All right, Kuatao. Let's see. This guy is actually going to go after Chuck because you are the closest right now. Let's see.
AC 15.
Just gotta make sure he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's just gonna... Oh. Actually, you know what? He's actually not gonna get close to you. He's gonna stay right where he is.
Clearly intimidated by my manliness.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Instead, he's gonna do this. DC 12 save. As the Kawatao actually raises his claw up, waves it at you, and a bolt of sunlight comes at you.
DC what save?
12. Dex.
12 what? No, Dex, okay.
Yeah. It's in chat. I hope it's in chat.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my computer. I'll be right there.
And you fail and take 3 radiant damage. As the water actually sort of slips up on your feet, you take the full front of the force. Let's see. His buddy is going to look at the human that's next to him, and he's not going to like that, actually. He's going to do the same. Another bolt of light comes at Safi. Dexterity 12 saving throw.
Sorry, we're not waiting on me, right?
No, it's Safi.
Okay.
Alright. And, oh, yeah, no, that's a fail. As you, as well, also take a set of sunlight damage directly to your chest. The radiant energy kind of disturbing to see from such a creature. And, which means it's now these guys' turn. Let's see, les fish are going to... Well, this swarm of fish are going to come out and begin to nip at Safi. Let's see. Now, which one are these? Because you actually managed to kill one of these guys earlier. Alright.
Okay, do I get a saving throw?
No, this is versus AC. So, 21 to hit. Does that hit?
I think that hits Artax.
What the hell?
No, that would actually not hit our attack.
Oh, you're right.
Alright, you...
That would hit Coat.
Alright, you take 13 damage? Hold on. Oh, yeah, no, 46 plus 2d6. Yeah, no, you take all that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like this literal swarm of fish just begin tearing at your feet. These other ones are going to...
Wait, is it below half its health?
Oh, is that if it's below half health? Oh, you mother... I thought there was something weird. Yeah, no, you take the first one. You take the 13. Oh, you... Damn, that's what I get for making a character sheet for these guys. Yeah, you take the 13. Alright. Fucking stupid things.
Definitely want to put up mage armor.
Alright, these guys are going to go... You know what, they're going to go after Bran. They're having their fill of wizard. Now they want elf meat.
Wait, did one of those hit unit?
No, they decided against it.
Okay.
This one's going to Bran. Does a 21 hit? Wait, 46, is that right?
Yes, 20.
Yeah, 46 for the first one.
4d6 is its regular attack.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Are they just meant to swarm and like be murdered real fast? Is that why?
Yeah, no, they are a swarm. And they have advantage against things they've already hit. They can... Yeah, holy shit. I'm going to double check this just to make sure, but for the time being, yeah, you take 17 damage of that hit. Chuck, you're up.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna walk over to this guy who... This is the dude who, like...
Yeah, he's the one who
something.
sunbolted you.
Throat. I'm gonna do it again.
You're doing what?
I'm grabbing him by the throat, so I had to use 2 opportunities because I failed one of them.
Alright. Let's see, which one's this? Is the first one. So he's going to try to escape it using dexterity. Actually, no, he's going to use strength, actually. Nope! Chunk.
Cool.
You just have him Emperor Palpatine style by the throat.
Cool. I grab him and I burn a moxie point to dash.
Okay, you'll go half speed carrying him, but that's still
Oh,
enough
30.
to go anywhere.
Sweet. I want to run up the wall and plant him in the ground.
I'm going to say, since you've already made a series, an attack and a bonus action attack, you wouldn't be able to do that now, but I would say you can prep for it. So you wouldn't have to do the movement.
I mean, this is my movement. I'm just gonna run up this wall and then put him between me and the floor.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so he's about to do, he's about to take that. All right,
Yeah, he's not taking this right now.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
I mean,
No.
gravity and all that, but yeah.
I will let him, you're currently running up the wall with him, about to choke slam him into oblivion.
Sweet. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Done.
Alright, who's next? Sophise, you're up.
Yes. Gonna cast mage armor first. Is that...
Yep, that is an action.
I'm gonna move and I'm gonna cast mage armor.
Ah, okay. It's 46 until they're beneath half health, then they only do 2d6. Alright, I just had to make sure. Alright. About 10 feet. Alright, Sophise, seeing the gravity of the situation, you put your hand over your chest, and a sort of dark cloud begins to circle around you before it begins to sort of grip onto your actual clothing and create this sort of spectral armor that is currently around you. Where? Wait, what happened? Did you move?
Yes.
Okay, if you do move away from the Quippers, they're going to get a chance to attack you.
Do I have what? Do I have to...
I mean, if you could spend an action to disengage, but you would have your mage armor. And so essentially, if you leave any side of them that's adjacent to them, they would get an attack.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, they're gonna take a swing at you, and this is surprisingly more deadly than I thought. Does a 13 hit? Wait, no, sorry, they have advantage. Nope, they fruitlessly bite onto all of your ethereal plates of armor before just bouncing off. You can even see a couple of them are now missing teeth. Alright, so that, you still have a bonus action if you want to try and do that for anything.
Say that again.
She still has a bonus action if she wants to do anything with that. I knew they still had something. You don't have to use it, but you can if you want to.
I'm not going to use it for now.
Okay. Then yeah, you just move there, and that's your turn. Bran. This is beginning to look a little. This is beginning to look a little dire.
Yeah.
And I would say this: this pool is all water deep enough for the fish, but any other part isn't. It's still just sort of like 2 or 3 inches deep. And you do have the giant fuck off stone snail in front of you. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna draw my swords and activate my blood.
Alright. Once again, whispering words to your ethereal patron, you just slightly run your finger across the end of your blade, and you can see it sort of encompassed with ice. Then what would you like to do? Yeah.
This, of course.
Armor of... Oh, yeah. And that same frost that encompasses your blade, as soon as you sort of like touch it to the water, that ice begins to form around you in its entirety, and you sort of give this chilling field. Sophise, the coal that was in this room is now quickly dwarfed by your friend now looking like a snowman. Alright.
And whatever time I have left, I want to try. I just
Right.
decide or what? Look at the snake. I want a general idea of what it can do if it has obvious.
It's not freaking enough for you to have trained in it, so I'm going to say either roll nature or arcana. And that will be your turn. Congrats! You know it to be a flail snail. You know it to be a very tough son of a bitch, except for one clause. If you can do enough damage in a turn to one of its eye stalks, you can break it off. And if all 5 of them are broken, it will give up. You also know that casting a spell on it is dangerous, as it has a chance to throw those spells back. Hey, Armax, you rolled a fireball, right?
Say what?
You threw a fireball, right?
Yes, but just down the hallway, which it was not near.
There was no way that it wouldn't be in here that you... Yeah, no, it would have hit it. Just roll me the damage, because I didn't add it to it.
Oh, the damage?
Yeah. And then that's... Bran, anything else you want to try and do? Oh, fire bolt!
Yeah, fire bolt.
You said fireball.
Yeah, when have you ever known me to not say that by accident?
Well, firebolt, you can't just shoot down the. You have to have a target.
I mean, he could just cast it at nothing, and that's what he basically did.
I targeted the nothing. God, haven't you ever seen Neverending Story?
Yeah. I was hoping it was fireball so I could do damage
That's
to
some
this
magic
thing.
missile in the darkness bullshit right there.
Yep. Alright, Flail Snail's turn. And this is gonna be the painful one. Oh,
Can
yep.
I shout to shout to everybody real quick? Is that possible?
Less than 7 words.
Okay.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
You guys focus on the minions.
Alright.
I give him a rousing thumbs up.
Well,
I
that-
continue choking this Kuatoa.
Yep, and you are choking it quite well.
It's Aramax.
I choke it even harder.
It'll take an additional damage on its next turn.
I pretend to understand, but Will is still all choppy for me.
Yeah, how not?
I nod in agreement.
Alright, Alright, Unit, this thing is going to try to take some swings at you.
He misses. He misses. He misses. He misses. He misses. Oh, he hit once.
Alright, you take the 7 damage from the last hit as he just brings all of his maces back and drives them into the ground. And just one of them manages to snag off of your sword, and it kind of hits you. Ugh. Brutal, damn.
I'm sorry, that flail snail has 10 attacks? 5 attacks, rather?
Yep.
It's got 5 stocks.
Yeah, that's box standard.
What the fuck?
Oh. With a nat 20, Bran would know this. If you do more than 10 damage to it in a turn, it loses a stock. So, if each of you hit it on your turn decently, it'll go down. Alright, and... yeah, no, he's just gonna chill out there then. Aramax, you're up. You see fish, you see lizardmen with giant sticks, and a snail beating on the Goliath. What would you like to do?
Alright. Well, then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at the fishman closest to me.
The one that's being powerbombed, or the one that's just standing there waiting for something to happen?
The
Because if you do the one that Chuck has, it's going to be harder to hit, and you might hit Chuck if you fail enough.
oh shit, I didn't know he was doing something with it. So yeah, you know what? Let's go aim at the aim at all of this guy.
Alright. Roll your 3 rays and roll your wild magic. Alright, so first one is a miss. Wait. Oh, I need 3 attacks, not 3 damages.
Oh, 3 attacks. Sorry about that. Oops.
Yeah, so do it 2 more times. Alright, at least one of those does hit. These guys have an AC of...
6.
I don't know of
Fuck
anything that has an AC
all.
that low.
You hit him twice!
A legless, armless.
Alright, those last 2 roll damage. Oh no, I can do it.
Wow, you hit twice. Wow.
Dude, yeah, these things don't have armor. Alright. Minus 14.
Oh, and a D20.
Yep. Oh, also, if you guys add your stats to your... Oh, if you guys add stats to your bars and your tokens, bar 1 everyone can see, so if you make that health, you can sort of share health information. It's not necessary, but it's there. Right, Armax, bonus action movement.
I'm pretty comfy where I am right now.
Alright.
So I'm good. I give a rousing cheer to everyone to spur them.
You hear cacawing echo through the cavern. Alright, Unit, you're up.
Okay. I think that rousing caca as a so inspirational. I will cast haste on myself.
All right. Once again, just as similar to the mage armor, you just place your hand over your heart, and you can sort of begin to feel yourself vibrate, and the water around you actually begins to sort of almost boil a little. You are now considered hasted.
And I look at the flail snail and I beat my chest and go, "Rawr, bring it."
Did you want to do anything else?
No.
Because haste does give you that extra action that you can do an attack with, doesn't it?
Well, it gives you an extra attack, but it doesn't give you an extra action, so I don't really have an action to use my attack.
I'm pretty sure it is an action to attack.
Well, I mean, I use my action to cast a spell, so technically the attack is an extra attack, but not an extra action.
And you gain
attacking requires you to have an action available to attack.
plus 2 to your AC, advantage dexterity saving throws, and it gain an additional action on each of your turns. That action can be used to
not an action, an attack.
No, haste gives you an additional action. And that action can be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use object.
Are you really turning down an additional action?
It's not an extra action. I'm reading the spell. It's an attack action, which is an attack. You don't have an action.
Okay, I have a player's handbook in the lab.
Alright, if you don't want to use it, then fine, but I'm telling you can.
But okay, the extra action can be used as an attack.
Yeah, he's right. That action can only be. It says the action can.
Yeah,
be
that's what I said. Why don't you attack him?
No, you're right. You're right. I was reading. I didn't see the action part as being an extra action. I just said. I only saw the extra attack. I'm sorry. I was just not reading it all.
Okay, no, that's fine. I remember having the reverse. No, it's phrasing.
Yeah, it's not often though that our table debates
are in favor of the players.
like are not are in favor. Yeah, are in favor of the players. Like usually it's me making the bullshit argument.
Yeah. Wait, the DM actually wants you guys to live? What? 15.
I mean, Sean's already gone on record saying he's tried to kill me. So.
I haven't. Apparently, I could just do it by accident. All right, Ynit. Will you once again drive the scimitar across it, and you can see its armor kind of chip, but it's just not enough.
Oh, I'll get it. I'll get it next time.
I can believe it. All right, that means it's Koatau. All right, Chuck, the one you have in a power bomb is going to try and break free.
Does he have disadvantage?
Actually, he has advantage.
For what?
Slippery hide. The Koatau has advantage
for being airborne.
Well, no, he's trying to break out of you, so he gets advantage for it. Yeah.
Double 4 is really.
Oh, advantage. So yeah, you go to powerbomb him, and he just braces his feet against the wall and just kicks out and just lands over here. But it is an action to break grapples, so he's effectively useless now.
Okay.
The other one is going to... He's just going to Sunbolt Armax. Just... Because I do not want to do that.
Gonna what now?
Dex save. Against 2 damage.
Oh god. That's like 2 chokings.
That's 1 choking, in fact.
1 choking and... yeah, you make it. You see a bolt of light come at you, you just sort of sidestep it.
Oh, a thing.
Alright, Quippers. Alright. Man, they're gonna have to go after the closest target, which is Ynit. First Swarm's going after you.
Bring it.
And they do not have advantage, so 10 to hit. Wait, no! Oh, no, they do have advantage because you've been hit. Oh. Nope.
Still no.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Quipper 2 are going to go after Bran. as they sort of learn from their brethren that it's probably not wise to bite the mage. I did say they were other. Also, have you taken any damage?
Yeah,
Friend.
I'm taking my name.
Alright, oh, then they have advantage on this. 21 to hit for 16.
Yeah, so one of them hit.
Oh. Yep, so even surrounded by your icy armor, they just sort of jump onto you and begin just sort of cutting into your arms and ankles. And how much damage do they take?
They take... they take 5 points.
Alright, that hurt them quite a bit. But you can see a few of the fish have now died off, but the swarm is still present.
Oh. Cool, it's fine.
Right. I'm beginning to think Kobold Fight Club hates you guys. Chuck, you immediately land onto your feet, doing the hero landing, and you see a frightened Koata in front of you.
I punched the shit out of it.
Alright. Hit.
And I'll burn a Moxie point. 2 and
To just Booyakasha. Alright. The 9 misses, but the rest of them hit.
so he takes 26 damage.
And that is a beautiful blow as you just begin to just body kidney shot. And he is bleeding heavily now. He's still ready to fight,
Still
but
alive?
he's alive.
Alright, well then I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna jump on these fish.
Alright, the Kota's gonna get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, I don't care.
You might actually. Alright.
No one cares for the Quaddle.
Alright, +4. Alright, does a 24 hit you?
Yeah, I still don't care. Unless he can do 60 points of damage, I don't give a fuck.
Actually, no, it's worse, because he's using his pincer staff. You take 1d6 plus 2 damage, and the target is grappled.
Oh, he's
So,
gonna regret that.
you are now just next to him. This plus how much? This plus 2.
He
Alright,
really
3.
underestimated his
You take
ability.
3 piercing damage.
So I basically glare backwards and stare daggers into this Kuatoa.
Who is now holding onto like one of those novelty long-range grabber arms, and is just to have it into your shin.
Yeah, no, I'm like staring fire at him.
All right,
Does
is that your turn?
Robert say welcome to Portcullis?
No, it does have something written on it, but you cannot read it at the moment. All right, Sophis,
If you can read this, you were too close.
what would you like to do?
Keep out of reach of children.
That is not my move. I think I'm gonna use vampire touch on these clippers.
All right, let's roll that. Oh yeah. Wait, is that all the damage you do? All right. Well. I'm pretty sure you hit. As
Nope, they're just too slippery, those fish.
all right, you annoyed at these little almost insects to you at this point. You just sort of flick your hand a little bit, and the nails that you have just sort of sharpen into these blood-like claws, and you drive them into the swarm, and you hurt it. As pulling back your hand, you even get a couple skewered back. Oh. And the swarm has been cut in half. As you literally have 5-7 fish on your hand now. And how much do you heal again?
Half the damage dealt.
So you get 4 plus... Zach, you're going to have to help her because she's a necromancer. She gets more reason with a necromantic spell. You handle that.
I'm gonna do what?
Sorry, Armax Zach.
Oh,
She's a necromancer. She gets more health back because she's a necromancy spell. But she
Oh,
didn't.
yeah, the
She didn't kill it though,
shit.
so never mind. All right, Savis. Anything else? Bonus action, movement.
No, I think I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, Bran, you're up.
After what I learned about the snail, would I know that curses also apply to it? Like, if I were to cast Hex on it,
I would say you. I would say you would definitely know. The DM just has to figure it out.
Okay.
No, it would. Your spell would be fine. It would just have advantage to. It would just. It just has advantage to dodge, and you have disadvantage to attack it with spells.
Oh, okay, but there is no attack roll.
Nope. Then you just curse it.
Well, curse that thing.
Hocus pocus, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna attack those freaking eye stalks.
Lay into him, brother. Lay into him. The second one hits. Only the second one hits.
Only the second one. That's okay.
Alright.
Okay, so that's 5.
How many short swords do you have?
Yes, ignore that last one. I only get 4 attacks, but when I clicked the last one, it didn't work, so I clicked it again. Sure it worked.
Alright, you lay into it for 8 damage.
Why do you get 4?
Wait,
That's what I
it's-
must.
Oh no! Seriously?
Alright, yeah, also, why do you have 4 attacks?
Because I am a dual wielder, so I have 2 attacks per turn, and then I got an extra attack.
You would only get 3.
No, I have to use, you're right.
It doesn't matter. The one that
No,
hits
the
still
second
hits.
one's the one that hit, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, you do 9 damage to him.
Dadgum. So close.
Yep. Once again, the flurry of blows just go in. Shank, 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 shank. But the eye stalks are still standing. Alright. Flail snails up. Oh. So... Oh, wait, hold on. Does this proc? Sorry, I don't know when to take my hand off the thing. Alright. Snail's gonna be an asshole. As he curls into his shell, and you can see the barnacles on him break away their crusty exterior and reveal that they are actually crystals. As the entire room fills with light. Everyone within 30 feet, which is everyone, needs to make a... What type of saving throw?
Sleight of hand.
Wisdom. 15 wisdom saving throw or be stunned.
a wisdom saving throw? What the fuck? What is this, 2nd edition? What?
Alright. Well, here's...
You sure it's a wisdom save?
That's what it says. Alright, these are for the fish. What's the fish's wisdom? Negative. Oh. Alright, the fish fail, so they're also blinded. No, they're stunned.
Yeah, they
Top
just don't get to do
Kuoto,
shit.
bottom Kuoto.
Kuotoa.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, different language in this country. No, never mind. I'm not going to do that.
Just call them
And...
fish.
Well, the top one... The top one is able to quickly block his eyes before everything else is blinded. Everyone is stunned. Alright, Armax's turn.
Stunned.
Still stunned. Yannette's turn. Still stunned. Cloatua, the one grabbing... Actually, Chuck, you are no longer grappled, because he is stunned, so he can't maintain it.
Ha! Eat a dick.
The top one, on the other hand, is now going to try to... what's their big spell? He's going to cast Bane on you guys. Specifically, he's going to pick Armax, Chuck, and Cephis. All of you need to make a Charisma saving throw versus 12. So, Birdman, small human, large human. Bird's fine. You can feel the effects of negative energy waft over you, and they pass. Cephis, you are currently baned. You can feel the ire of some dark god sort of frown upon you. Chuck, you need to make a charisma save.
Oh, god damn.
You also feel the bane of some dark god frown upon you.
I frown back at it, and I want it to know that I'm frowning back at it.
You feel the presence of something. Alright. Quippers! Can't do a damn thing. Chuck, you're still stunned. Cephis, you're still stunned. Bran, you're still stunned, which brings us back to the flail snail's turn. And everyone is now currently not stunned. Yeah, I'm sorry, Unit. He's just gonna try and slam you. He's gonna go right for you.
Well, technically, 25 hits. That's about it.
Oh, because of the crit. Alright, so you take the 14 damage from that, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw or concentration check.
Let me reduce the damage on that hit first.
It's going to be 10 either way, so...
No, I mean, I know, I just want to reduce this so I can take away my damage.
I know. Just wanted to say, like, if it was to make the saving throw lower, it's like, it can't get lower. Wow.
So, yeah, take what, 1?
If that was 1 point higher, you would have taken no damage. Alright, so yeah, you take 1 damage, and you need to make a save to hold on to haste.
Well, and I get an advantage, so either way I would have got.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yep, that's going to be the snail's turn. Alright. Armax, top of the round. Kill something, please.
Okay. I'm gonna fire a magic missile.
At what? You can see everything, so just take your target and hit it.
That was... How many did I get again?
So you get 3... You get 3 d4s for the first level, and so if you want to cast at a higher level, you get an extra d4 per each.
Alright, so 4.
Alright, so 4 missiles. Where are they going?
Let's have 2 go to, this guy right here that I hit last time.
Alright.
And the other 2 can go to, so both of the fish guys.
Alright, and...
Did they die?
Nope. They are both still standing, though you have begun to pilfer them. Or perforate them. The pincer-wielding SOBs are pretty hardy. Unit?
Alright, I'm gonna take my 3 attacks against the snail's foiled.
That's a hit. It's not a hit. 2 hits. Your first and second hits sort of swing wildly at him, and as he tries to counterattack, you remove one of his stocks.
Yay! And
4 remaining.
yeah, I can't do anything with the bonus right now, so I'm good.
All right. Okay, pincers. Oh fuck! All right. Okay, well let's handle the top one. He's now going to move in, and he's going to try and grab your knit because you are hurting his boss, and he does not like it. So. He's going to go for a multi-attack, bite, and then he's going to use his staff. So, does a 22 or a 21 hit?
I use shield, so no.
He goes in, bite and staff in hand, and just as he's now holding his mouth has your astral sword just jammed in it. All right. The other one is going to do the same to Chuck. Mouth open, spear in hand. +4/+4. 14, 19.
The 19 hits.
Alright, you dodge the bite, but you get grabbed again. Taking 1d6 plus 2 damage. Three.
Okay.
How are the fish the scariest thing in this fight?
Because we haven't killed them.
Alright.
Have you ever been fishing?
Alright. Because they have to, these fish are going to go after Ynit, because they're not smart enough to know that they can't do that anymore. $17.
No.
Alright. These bottom fish are mad at the person who stabbed most of their friends, and are going to bite the wizard. $9. Does that hit? Sophis?
9.
Do you have mage armor up?
She has mage armor up.
Yeah, no, they miss. Just swarms of fish just keep popping out and just start plinking off your armor. Just ding ding ding. Chuck, you are grabbed. This time he has it in your other calf.
This time I'm going to grab the sticky thing. And I'm gonna take it from him.
Okay.
What do I do to do that?
I'm gonna say just make up general athletics. This is just you versus him. Alright. You rip the stick from his hands and also pull it out of your calf, I presume. And now
Yeah.
you have a Koatau pincer.
Okay, so that was a grapple, basically, right?
Yeah, basically.
Alright, so I'm gonna punch him with my other action, with my other attack action.
Alright. Booyakasha. You just
Nice.
deck him right in the schnoz. And he's still up, but now you can actually see that his
Okay.
jaw's kind of broken.
Okay, now I hit him with the damn stick.
Oh, because you can... Oh, yeah, fuck, no, yeah. You just bring it overhand and just drive it into him. And
Is
you
he
know...
grappled?
You know what? Fuck it, he's grappled. You now have his calf stuck in the pincer. So now he cannot run from you.
Cool. I drag him with me.
Alright. Just like whiny little kid in a grocery store, you're just pulling him by the back of his foot as you're just like pulling him through.
I imagine he's like squabbling or something.
Yep, no, he's trying to desperately get away from you.
Turn around and roar in his face and tell him to shut up.
Oh, he's face down right now. You're technically drowning him.
I still yell at the thing anyway.
All right.
I put my boot on his head. Can I do that?
Legs can't hear.
He is in a very compromising position. Yes. All right, Sophis, you're up.
I'm going to throw Chill Touch at the fish closest to me.
All right. You just touch a finger into the water, as all of this normally actually crystal clear water now turns black as ink, and you just see an entire school of fish float to the surface.
Dinner.
I wouldn't eat that. All right, bonus action movement. If you do that, the flail snail's going to get a swing at you. But you can definitely do that crossing through unit.
He'll stay where I am.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, I know you do, so I don't want you to get tripped up by that kind of stuff. Bran, you're up. You can see your new ally has procured an entire load of fish with their bare hands.
That's impressive, but I have a snail to focus.
Alright, what would you like to do?
I would like to attack the snail.
Go ahead. Please. Both hit.
Oh no.
That one doesn't. Alright, how much... Oh, look. Alright, well, he loses a stock. You actually freeze it off of his body. He's now down to 3. How much does he take? 5, 6, 10, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
How many stocks did we get rid of?
He got rid of 1 and I got rid of 1, so he has 3 left.
He has 3 stocks left.
25 points of damage.
26.
26.
Yep. And as though you were going for the stocks, what you've actually managed to accomplish is you've been driving it into where you would imagine his skull would be if he was a corporeous form. And he's looking absolutely devastated. So much so that he is going to
Hit me? Yes, hit me.
crawl back into his shell.
Dang it.
He's literally just going to pick up his shit and go home.
Chuck, flip him over.
Alright, that's his turn.
Is that a thing? Can I do that?
I have no idea, but
I mean, he has a gaping hole where he's in. You can still hit him, it's just harder. Armax,
Yeah.
you're up. What do you want to do? The snail's gone into hiding, and there's one less fish in the world.
How sad. I'm gonna throw acid at the fish.
Okay.
I just want to kill these guys with some acid.
Alright, oh, they need to make a dex save. Oh. No, they take it. They take 3 damage. As where the room smelled musty, it now smells like bad stir fry.
Guys, I got our meal for the day.
I wouldn't eat that either. Alright, is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
You knit.
Well, if you wanted to go to a fish fry, let's go to a real one. And I'm gonna take a step away from the fish, and they can hit me if they want.
All right. Seven. Nope.
Nope.
All right. And what are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I can get my mouse to to work with me here. I'm gonna do burning hands, angle it to hit all three.
I'd say you have to be one square over to the left, but you could definitely hit them all from there.
Okay, I'll step. Yeah, I'll
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me. Yeah, no, no. You can hit them all. I take it back. You can hit all of them from there.
All right. DC 16 save from Alden. Dexterity.
So that's. All right. All right, fish, do your thing. 18. Do the fit? 16. So yeah, they take half. So that's 13. So wait, how much do they take? Half 17? 9?
Run up or down, yeah. So it's either 8 or 9.
Yeah, they take 9. The snail. No, I'm gonna save him last. Kootao. These guys have a negative dex score, so this is gonna be fun. Alright, he still takes half. There's 9. Alright, the flail snail has advantage. Which doesn't matter, because he's fucking dead. You just roast this thing alive. But, in his final retaliation, his shell lights up for the last time. Nothing happens.
It's gonna blow. Oh, never mind.
I was really hoping for it to get the blowback, so it just hits all three of you. Alright, so yeah, Snail's dead.
Escargot.
Alright, the Quippers are still alive, and both Koto are still alive.
Alright, well, I still got my hasted attack action, so I'm gonna hit the Kuoto to my left.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that hits.
4-6.
He just sort of dodges out of the way of getting burned alive, and then he just looks up and just sees a scimitar go right into his shoulder blade. Looking very rough.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Kotoa is going to regret his life decisions as he goes to attack Chuck. Wait, oh.
Which one? The one I have grappled?
Yeah.
He can't.
Well. Yeah, he technically can. Grapple doesn't stop him from making an attack.
Oh, you're right. Speed 0. Never mind.
Yeah, he's not going to try and break out. He's just going to go for a desperate swing to hope to kill you. +4, does that hit?
Hope to kill me? Is that what he said? Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so you take 1d6 plus 2 damage. 5. And because you took his stick, he doesn't have multi-attack anymore, so that's his turn. The other one is... Yep, you know what? He is going to haul ass. Unit, you get an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
I do one.
Ouch. Ugh. Another 4, as you see this Kuoto just haul ass into some other oblivion. You don't know where he's gone or what happened to him, but he ran, screaming in some language that none of you understand. Alright, one last batch of fish. And they're going to attack Armax.
Bring it.
Armax, have you been hit at all?
Well, I was strangled.
Oh, thank you. 13.
13 damage?
Does 13 hit?
Let me check.
Did you put a
He
mage
also
armor?
has mage armor.
I have mage armor on.
And you have Dex to Oblivion. Nope, they just hop out of the water, jumping onto you, and just ping, 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 ping.
Oh, that was adorable.
Alright.
Can
Chuck?
Can I just kill them?
That is...
I bite the Kuotoa back.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's just basically one of your attacks, because you're trained in bullshit combat. I'm gonna... You did pull him over here, so I'm gonna say he was prone for that. So you do have
Okay.
advantage on these. And, yeah, the rest of you see Chuck dip underneath the water. You hear a snap as Chuck comes back up with the Kuotoa's heart dragging out of his teeth. Fucker dead.
Yeah, it's savage.
You just Jurassic Parked his ass.
Oh, did I need the other 2 attacks?
You needed the 2. Just
Okay,
not the
so I've
extra
got
one.
left. The snail in the face.
Snail's dead.
I walk over here and I punch this fish in the face. How I punch a fish in the face, honey? Just let me punch my fish.
You know what? Fuck it. How do you want to do this, Chuck?
He went noodling. Okay, have her search noodling on Google.
Yeah,
I
no,
imagine
no.
that he just like does a T-post fall onto the fish and somehow kills them.
Actually,
I give the fish the people's elbow.
Lex Luger chokehold fish.
okay, you know what? I was gonna say you take the Kotoa that you still have on a stick and just hammer slam them, but that also works too. But yeah, regardless, you splat the fish.
Oh no! So what I do is I hold my hand under the water and I lower the fish over there and I basically just spearhand the fish through the mouth and just rip out all the extra stuff. And I do that for every single woman in the swarm.
Just
It might take a while.
just removing everything. Ladies and gentlemen,
On to hand slaps, and instead of hand slaps, they're knife hands.
all right, you have killed everything. There is just
in my mouth.
yeah, you're still chewing on that, and it is surprisingly salty and sweet, and that's worrisome to you.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I want to try it. I want to taste some of the snail.
I tear off half of the heart and hand it to Unit.
Wait, the Koatoas or the snail?
The Kuotoa.
Alright.
try it.
Alright. You also find it disconcertingly salty and sweet.
It's like saltwater taffy. It's awesome.
Just like Mama used to make.
Right?
I would say more questionably expired lunchable, but that works too. Alright, the battle's over. What would you guys like to do now? You look down this hallway and you do not see that other Koatoa. He's just gone.
I want to eat the remains.
Okay.
Waste not, want not, right?
Eat the remains of what?
There's a lot of sushi.
I have clean and gutted a lot of fish, alright?
I imagine that like they just turn around and we're already cooking the fish that have been clean and gutted.
I mean, I made escargot.
The two fish that are here, one of them look like they have seen the grave as their scales are curling back and black. The other ones are, actually have their scales pulled back and are looking green from the acid they've been hit with.
Well, I mean, I've eaten sushi from like the gas station, so I'm good.
Can I try and collect some of the crystal from the shell?
Sure, make a survival check. By the way,
Can I
you
get
do
some of-
you do see the snail slowly begin to dissolve because it's in salt water.
Can I get some of the escargot?
You have to go fast, survival.
Gotta go fast, Sonic.
All right, Brand, you just like reach up and crack a crystal off of it, and it's definitely crystal, though you've never seen anything with this texture. Armax, you have a chunk of snail slime.
Snail slime or snail meat?
It's both in this case.
I put it in a pocket.
If it hasn't completely dissolved already, I would also like to try.
It could be worth getting a sample. I'd like to try.
All right, since you two would actually care about this, how are you going to store it? Because it is just... There is no, like, solid flesh to this thing. It is, like, gelatinous in every description of the word. Like, you put this anywhere, it's going to start leaking.
Even the mace like eye stock part.
Actually, no, that is more of a cartilage. That would survive at just about anything.
Yeah, I would like to take the mace or the mace stock and some of the shell, actually.
Right. The shell is large. It is most of what this creature is. And even taking a closer look at it, even with the creature dead, the shell is incredibly dense.
Could I squeeze it into my Batman fanny pack?
Hell no.
What, squeeze the shell or the slime?
Actually, no, the slime would fit and would be in an extra-dimensional space. So that would work.
But I want the shell.
The shell is larger than Aramax.
I hand him some slime as a token of my appreciation.
I mean, you can't always come back for it. The shell is not dissolving, only the snail is.
Okay, I'll take the slime.
Shall we?
I will take a
I'm
mace
gonna keep
and
this-
I will make a mental note.
I'm gonna keep this sticky thing. What does it say on it?
Oh, it's a Koatao pincer. It's basically a modified harpoon, but instead of having one point with jagged edges coming out the sides, it's 2 points like a bident with jagged edges on the inside to just keep things in.
I stick it in my belt.
I also want to take maybe like an etching of the wording on the inside of the staff. That way we could maybe translate it later.
I could translate it now.
It says ages 12 and up.
What languages do you know?
I know comprehend languages.
Alright. Are you going to use a spell slot or use the ritual?
I'll use the ritual.
Alright, then you guys have about 10 minutes while he slowly prepares a ritual.
Cool. Then I'm gonna use some hit die.
Alright. If you
So what?
If you try to use a short rest, it'll take you an hour. Because you need to, like, bandage stuff up again.
Oh, I thought he said he was going to use some hentai, and I was really confused.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Like a short rest is not 10 minutes.
No, it's 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Take a siesta.
In the PHP, it's actually it's 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay. I've just never heard that, I guess, or just never paid attention when people said, "Hey, let's short rest."
Typically, people take a long time for it anyway, so yeah. Say that be. Well, while this is going on, all of you can spend hit dice to recover.
Sweet.
Oh. As long as it doesn't add to the...
I mean, there are people upstairs bleeding out while the water's not being pumped in, but I mean, 1 hour is not going to do much. That's like 2 or 3 lives lost.
That's nothing.
Yeah, Brand does not have the patience to wait an hour. 10 minutes for the ritual.
Alright. Well, you have to sort of agree on this. If you're not going to wait, then you don't get a hit dice, but you can start heading out and chase that Koatoa.
All right. So, like, so all right. So there's water supposed to be down here, right?
Yes.
This is supposed to be filled with water. Okay.
And you do see it. There is, now that you can see, this area over here actually has a flowing current of water. And as you get there, it starts to get very fucking cold.
Very what?
Cold.
Cold?
Yeah, like, it was cold before. Now it's like, oh shit, this is Colorado during during ski season. So,
Manly, and I don't care.
you're fine, even if your nipples could now cut adamantine.
I mean,
Okay, so wait.
they could do that anyway.
Okay, hold on. I have to ask. Did you guys wait the hour or not?
I don't.
No.
I just waited 10 minutes.
Okay. Then you guys don't get the benefit of the hit dice. But you still have your hit dice, which is fine. And Unit, you do learn what the words on the pincer say.
What did I say?
Pointy end in flesh.
Yeah.
It's an instruction manual.
Yes. And you do, and I would say you do know it's in undercommon.
I'm glad I know comprehend language.
All right, so you guys are gonna head out.
Yep. I walk into the cold, and I look at Chuck. You nearly adapted the cold. I was born in it.
Oh
I
yeah.
am literally covered in frost.
I have a downy coat.
Yeah, I think the only person who's actually having trouble right now is Sophie, because you are just raw human and a academic. This is somebody screwed up a cone of cold.
This is not my forte.
No, it's as much as the dancing lights are there, it would probably be advisable to carry a torch just for the warmth. There's no negative repercussions, but it's cold.
Okay, I would carry a torch. How do I do that?
It's just there. Well, I would give you a torch icon if we're still using dynamic lighting.
Alright, she said she's gonna carry the torch.
So yeah, so it helps. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
It made me chuckle too.
We keep going.
Alright, so let me see. Let me reveal where you're going to get. You get over to this corner. You can actually see more light coming in. Coming in from the ceiling.
I can always throw a fireball just to add some more light.
Alright. I'm just waiting for you guys to move forward.
Could we maybe use those to actually damage things instead of using third level spells as a light source?
You do have plenty of light with dancing lights going off and a torch in hand. Like,
I would like to pee.
you'd like to pee?
Yeah, you got it. I want to pee around the corner. You got it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, you pee in the corner.
Alright.
Chuck Manley can pee around a corner.
Alright. You sort of take a look
Really can pee
across,
through the corner.
and
Accurate.
Alright. And I would say you do see that the water is now gotten so cold, it's beginning to gather frost.
Great, someone broke the AC on the gem.
You guys gonna keep moving forward?
Alright.
I would.
Alright.
By the way,
Armax.
what the hell is this thing?
It's you actually look up and it's one of the drains that allow rainwater to not flood the city. And while you're there, make a perception check.
Please be nudie birds.
Alright. You hear a couple kids, you hear like a couple of young children's voices, and you hear one of them specifically say, "That's the best take we've had all day." And then you just sort of hear them run off. Judging by the smell you get, you guess you're near a bakery of some kind?
Note to self, we have a way of stealing from a baker.
No. You see skylight, so it's not in the bakery per se. Alright. You knit, Bran? As you begin to walk... Go ahead, you go.
I was gonna, as we continue forward, I'm of course being alert for danger, but I also want to specifically look out for anything that might be helpful as to what we're walking in.
All right. I will say all of you magically inclined can make an Arcana check. And those of you who are trying to be, observant of what's going on can make perception or investigation. But it's one or the other for all of them. All right. Nit, Aramax. Ooh.
What do I get? What check do I need to make?
If you're just keeping an eye out, it's perception. If you're looking for anything cool, it's investigation. Brand, you basically get the choice of any of them. Holy shit.
You see everything.
All right.
Light pours out of my fucking face.
All right.
You know, you're like that scene in the fountain.
All right. Chuck, you're not paying attention to all this because you're just waiting for when the cool shit starts. And while you're doing that, you look down, and Sophia's torch causes something to glint underneath the ice. And that's what all the arcane people start noticing. You are walking on a bed of ice.
Oh.
And not just any ice. This ice is pure. This is it's almost like glass. And to the touch, it is painful to touch. You do all get the idea that this is not natural cold. Something is physically forcing it to be this cold.
So are we are our feet sticking to the floor now, or?
No, but you're actually having to watch where you're stepping because it's so smooth, it's almost like polished glass. So you kind of have to watch your step or else you might slip.
I punch it.
Okay, Bran, you see Chuck punching, and you look down a little bit, and you can see there's a little drainage ditch underneath there, and there is clearly something in there, and it's shiny. All right.
Want me to throw a fireball at it?
I could continue punching.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Chuck. I'm gonna say, hey, if you're gonna start punching the ice, punch it over here.
Yeah, I walk over there and I punch over there.
All right. I'm gonna say Chuck make 2 athletics checks. If anybody else wants to help him, you can.
Yeah, I'll help.
Well, what do you want to do to help?
Good, because I need the advantage.
Oh, I was gonna say you could either help him cut at the ice with weapons or whatnot, or you could do something else. Because a lot of you are magically inclined.
If you're willing to let me try to burn it with some fire.
I mean, either way, just helping me, just gives me advantage.
We've both got fireballs.
Yeah, you could easily melt through this ice.
Yeah, let's just melt through the ice. Save Chuck's knuckles for other things.
All right, both of you make Arcana, and I'm gonna say over the course of the next 10 or so minutes, between melting the ice and Chuck man mode crunching it into small little whiskey balls, you do actually find a way to dig your way into this little gutter. And Chuck, you do find something.
Small child.
It's a nickel.
You find a set of small silver cufflinks.
Oh, these would be great for the tuxedo I need to wear.
That's what they look like.
Oh god, a Freemason died down here.
So I kind of pull my hands out of the ice and water, and I just go, I found something.
Right.
Don't put them on in case they're cursed.
Do you even own a shirt?
Well, he's currently wearing the mariner's armor, and you do look, Chuck, and there are 2 points on each side where these cuffs would fit perfectly.
Of course there fucking is. I immediately put them on.
All right.
No, don't put. Oh no.
He puts the cuffs on. All right. As you do so, the cuffs immediately link into place, and you feel good. You feel really fucking good. Like you just got laid and won a marathon in the same moment.
I don't think I've ever heard of anything winning a marathon, but okay.
Chuck?
He did a marathon of getting laid.
Chuck?
He won a marathon by getting laid.
Chuck, raise your maximum hit points by 10.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm a fucking sack of HP right now.
Basically, yeah. Gee, it's
I don't
almost
have much for armor, but good luck getting through me.
it's almost like the DM found some items that you guys would like and stashed them across the world.
What?
But yeah, all you know is that you do feel healthy and you do have more health.
Yes.
If there's anything else to it, you do not know.
Oh, okay. So these are cufflinks of something that cufflinks of 10 HP plus.
They're the cufflinks of manly. That's what they are.
Cufflinks of manliness. That's actually what I'm putting in here now.
I mean, if anyone wants to spend the time, you could probably just figure it out.
No, I meant
Like 3 of you know identify.
Well, or
Yeah, give me 10 minutes. I'll identify a horn.
These spell give you 10 HP, and then an hour later, it takes 10 HP.
Ah, God!
Well,
Oh god, it poked me really, really badly.
I mean, are you going to cast identify on them?
I mean, do you want to take 10 more minutes?
Oh, wrong one.
I feel like we have 3
one's a
wizards.
sorcerer, and I don't know what Seth is.
She is also a wizard.
So 2 wizards and a sorcerer, but one of the wizards is a melee god.
Basically. I mean, if you want to spend the time or you want to spend the slot, you can, or you can just move forward. And you
Yeah,
do
let's move
see,
forward.
you do see something. Hold on, because it didn't fucking save this, and that pisses me off.
No.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Jelly bean.
You do see a large sort of stone that it's sort of forming ice around it all over. That's sort of like forming these jagged forms of ice around it. You do also see something else.
Something else?
It's your old friend.
I immediately bull rush him.
All right. Let's see.
Just linebacker tackle.
That's exactly what happened, and I pin him down by the neck with the stick I have.
All
I
right.
imagine that you slide the length of the room
All right.
in a circle and then back to the spot.
Just make an attack roll. As you all see, your manliest of man just rush into the room going, charge! Yep, you pin him to the floor again. You can actually hear him sort of scream out in pain.
Cool. I drag him back this way.
You're about to.
Oh, I'm about to. I heard I'm about to.
Don't
Yep,
kill him. Let's interrogate him.
you're about to as you turn around and see something else. You
See.
see this thirsty fellow.
Oh, he's big. Is he? No, he's not big.
Oh,
Oh,
No, he's just pissing me off.
he's getting bigger.
he's really big.
He's getting bigger, guys. Watch out.
Oh god, he's a TARDIS. He's bigger on the inside.
You see this swirling... Writing that down. You see this swirling form of water stand before you with a trident. He sort of turns his head over to you, and you can see that as he moves, the ice around him just begins to solidify. It just grows like this deep, dense color.
He doesn't have the balls to look me in the face.
Oh no,
Turn
he
his back
does.
on me.
No, he turned around to look at you.
No, I'm saying just I was making a joke.
Oh yeah, because this is the only token I could
The
find of this
model's
guy.
back is turned to me.
Yeah. He just
Wait and
look.
say hello.
He looks to you and says something that I think only 2 of you understand. How many of you speak primordial or a primordial language?
I do.
So you understand. So what he says is, "We walk as the master beckons." And I'm.
He said he needs to walk to make bacon.
Well, he's going to slam his trident into the ground, and his watery exterior pulls in the ice around him, and it forms a full set of knightly plate mail.
We should have waited the 10 minutes.
Or attacked him before he put his armor on. And that's what we're going to call it for the night. As you are now staring down a Myrmidon.
Myrmidon.
However you pronounce it. All right.
So next week, more sushi?
Next week, Frog Guy and an elemental and
Water
plate mail. All right.
I mean, it's getting punched, so.
Oh yeah, because water hates being punched.